Hello everyone, welcome to Despicable Maine Newsbreak. I am Tiffany Drake. In today's report, we address Jeff Toothaker's popular despicable dirty tricks he uses to convict unsuspecting court-appointed clients. So why does Jeff Toothaker, Robert Van Horn, Charles Helfrich, William Blaisdell, and every other court-appointed lawyer do this? They all depend on your conviction to fund their lavish lifestyles. These people think and act like they are somehow better than you. To them, they are royalty. After all, they have made up titles like Esquire while your title is peasant. And you are nothing but mere peasants to these people that are getting milked. The goal for these despicable people is rather simple: to make you one of their cash cows. In private, they all refer to defendants as cash cows in the legal context. Cash cow status refers to a situation where a court is generating substantial profits or financial benefits from convictions. Maine courts are not concerned with any legal principles or evidence and applicable laws, but rather the funds generated from convictions. The facts about your case is unlikely to carry any legal weight in any Maine courtroom. They are all kangaroo courts focusing on revenue generation. Every despicable, dirty misconduct trick they pull is intentional. With Jeff or any court-appointed lawyer, they are trying to convict you the easiest possible way. Our staff at Despicable Maine have made you a list of the most popular dirty tricks court-appointed lawyers use to convict you. If you witness any of the following behavior, it violates bar rules. So, file a complaint with the state bar for each violation, then draft and have it notarized and send by certified mail. An affidavit of facts based on the bar complaints you file with the state bar. Then draft and have it notarized and send by certified mail. A notice of claim for the harm caused by Jeff Toothaker's misconduct. This would include court costs, fines, and all the harm caused by Jeff's or any attorney's misconduct. If you would like more detailed information on this bar grievance process, check out the other videos on the Despicable Maine YouTube channel. With Jeff Toothaker or any court-appointed attorney, expect the following: automated guilt upon charge. Once charged with a crime, the system tends to treat you as automatically guilty, especially if you lack the financial means to navigate its complexities. This is where Jeff Toothaker or other court attorneys help in this process. Court-appointed attorney's allegiance is not to you. Your court-appointed attorney may not be focused on ensuring justice. Instead, their primary role might be to secure a conviction, irrespective of the truth behind the alleged crime or your rights. Jeff Toothaker and other court attorneys help throughout this process. A popular despicable dirty trick is prosecutors may false claim they can only talk to other attorneys, which is a total lie. Just ask Carletta Bassano, Hancock County's most evil and unethical district attorney to ever walk the planet. Next to conduct unworthy as an attorney, Mary Kelly Gray. Prosecutors like them may be unethically reluctant to engage with defendants outside their good old boys club, impacting fair communication and representation. Jeff knows all about the use of fake jurors. Courts in Maine may resort to using fake jurors to manipulate outcomes, raising questions about the integrity of the entire judicial process. It was confirmed multiple times in Hancock County that this is typical practice. And one reason Maine is despicable: Maine has revenue-driven laws. Laws in Maine are geared more toward revenue generation than the genuine protection of the public. This is one reason Maine is a cesspool state. Prosecutorial misconduct. Prosecutors have been known to engage in various types of misconduct, including improper statements to the jury, evidence withholding, prejudiced conduct, and refusal to provide discovery materials to the defense attorney. All Maine counties, this is typical practice. And another reason Maine is a cesspool state: evidence tampering and suppression. Carletta Bassano and Mary Kelly Gray have multiple instances of ignoring requests to turn over key evidence, tampering with evidence, and instructing police to lose dash cam videos that could prove innocence have been reported on multiple occasions. Coercion of false testimony. Prosecutors might exert pressure on police officers to lie in court, leaving even seasoned observers shocked by the extent of fabrication. All Maine counties, this is typical practice. And yet, just another reason Maine is a cesspool state: fictitious bail violations. There have been multiple cases where prosecutors informed the judge of alleged bail violations that never existed, creating additional challenges for the accused. Jeff Toothaker and other court attorneys have been observed being complaint in this behavior. Misuse of state psychological evaluations. Maine courts and court-appointed attorneys may resort to using state psychological evaluations that are, in reality, conducted by non-licensed professionals using a simplistic questionnaire. These evaluations lack credibility and can be manipulated to suit the prosecution's narrative. It seems that in all Maine counties this is typical practice, and yet another reason Maine is a cesspool state. These people are totally despicable. One of the dirty tricks Jeff Toothaker and other court attorneys have been observed being complaint. For those unable to post bail, prosecutors may insist on the accused attending court harangues in jail clothing, handcuffs, shackles, and a belly chain for dramatic effect. This tactic is often employed when the evidence against the accused is weak, showcasing a willingness to compromise fairness for a desired outcome. This is where they will throw in a fake juror as well. Review the rules of professional conduct. Familiarize yourself with the rules of professional conduct applicable to attorneys in your jurisdiction. These rules are established by the State Bar Association and outline the ethical standards attorneys are expected to follow. Ask ChatGPT and cross-reference with the State Bar website on rules of conduct to identify each violation. Watch for communication issues, lack of communication. If attorneys like Jeff Toothaker are consistently unresponsive, fails to provide updates on your case, or does not adequately explain legal strategies, it may indicate a problem. Jeff's primary goal is to convict you the easiest way possible. He will say anything he has to make you think he is helping, when in fact he is doing absolutely nothing. Watch for incompetence or lack of diligence, failure to investigate. Attorneys are expected to conduct reasonable investigations into the facts of a case. If Jeff Toothaker appears unprepared or lacks knowledge about your case details, it could be a sign of incompetence. With Jeff letting you sit in jail and then ignoring you is his legal strategy. He is trying to convict you the easiest possible way. Making you think he is helping you is his despicable plan. Miss deadlines. If deadlines are consistently missed or required documents are not submitted on time, it may indicate a lack of diligence. Jeff is known for refusing to file motions if it will help you. Remember, Jeff is trying to convict you the easiest possible way. If you discover that Jeff Toothaker has a conflict of interest that was not disclosed or addressed, it may be a violation of ethical standards. Jeff's previous behavior shows he does not care about conflict of interest in any way. Watch for breach of confidentiality. If Jeff Toothaker shares confidential information without your consent, it could be a serious ethical violation. Jeff has no concerns with confidentiality. Previous behavior shows he could not care in the least about confidentiality. It is a given that he will be discussing everything you told him with the district attorney. Watch for dishonesty. Misrepresentations, false statements, or fraud may be grounds for ethical concerns. Jeff is consistent in lying to court clients. One of court attorneys' despicable dirty trick is to use a fake psychological evaluation that will be used to convict you. Watch for excessive fees or lack of transparency. If money charged by Jeff Toothaker are unreasonable or lack transparency, it may raise ethical questions. Jeff is known for taking your money and then going on a lengthy cruise. Then once returning, not providing any service whatsoever. We could list multiple people Jeff has taken a substantial amount of money from and then provided little to no service, taking the money a running, so to speak. The good news is certain people have paid for Jeff's services with a certain type of white powder. So if you have some good quality white powder, you may be able to settle your debt with Jeff with that white powder. That is, if it is good quality, and if Jeff wants to run his mouth about these statements. We will make more videos listing specific people and the circumstances surrounding these encounters. Jeff Toothaker has got to be one of the most despicable attorneys in the entire state of Maine. Watch for lack of zealous representation. Attorneys have a duty to zealously represent their clients. If Jeff Toothaker consistently fails to assert your rights, challenge evidence, which he is famous for, or provide a vigorous defense, or any defense whatsoever, which he is famous for, it may indicate a lack of advocacy. Watch for unprofessional conduct, disrespectful behavior towards the court. Opposing counsel or parties involved in the case may be a red flag. Jeff always sides with the district attorney, so you can count on that. Jeff is known for showing up in court with stained sports jacket covered in dog hair. He will sit there playing Angry Birds on his phone at trials instead of helping any court-appointed clients. This is because he already knows the outcome of the trial. It was discussed a few days ago in the judge's chamber with the district attorney. Don't let Jeff fool you on what is really going on. Watch for legal malpractice. It is likely Jeff Toothaker's actions will fall below the standard of care expected of an attorney, resulting in harm to you directly. This may be considered legal malpractice. Jeff is well known for helping the district attorney hide favorable evidence from clients. This is the Brady violation. Jeff is famous for using this dirty trick on court-appointed clients. His most despicable dirty trick is getting the client more jail time than the district attorney was asking for. He has done this to multiple defendants, suggesting he is intentionally getting them more jail time for some sort of twisted pleasure. Total psychopath behavior. Immediately file a bar complaint if he pulls these despicable tricks on you or someone you know. If you intend to consult with another attorney, seek a second opinion from another attorney far away from Hancock County. Hancock County is nothing but one big crooked clan. Lawyers not in this clan may be able to provide insights into whether the conduct you are concerned about constitutes misconduct or falls below accepted professional standards. That is, if you can find one. Maine is a cesspool of misconduct, so I wouldn't count on it. File a complaint with the state bar. Once you have identified any attorney misconduct, provide specific details and any supporting evidence you may have. Draft an affidavit of facts based on the bar complaints, have it notarized, and send it via certified mail. Additionally, draft a notice of claim for the harm caused by Jeff Toothaker's misconduct. Have it notarized and send it via certified mail. For more detailed information on this process, check out other videos on the Despicable Maine channel. This process will take down crooked lawyers like Jeff Toothaker. Keep in mind, Maine judges, prosecutors, and your court-appointed lawyer always convene before your trial to predetermine the outcome. In reality, a trial in Maine is more of a formality, with decisions made well in advance. This leads Maine judges to consistently favor prosecutors over defendants unless the defendant is part of their exclusive club. To enhance profits for members in the good old boys club, Maine courts mandate propaganda therapy and costly counseling for individuals convicted of offenses. Surprisingly, a charge of operating after a license suspension can result in more jail time than a charge of molesting a child. This itself shows the skewed priorities that prioritize revenue over justice. How despicable are these people? Even after paying your fines about 5 years later, the despicable in the courthouse employs a deceptive tactic by claiming that you never settled the fine. They totally disregard the fact that you couldn't have regained your license or registered a vehicle without clearing the fines. This despicable strategy targets unsuspecting individuals who may not have retained a money order receipt for all those years, and due to the disappearing ink they intentionally use on the printed receipts. This is how despicable these people really are, to further pilfer and victimize. Men who live alone without a license may face additional dirty tricks, such as being required to attend a court hearing in a different county, always resulting in a warrant for arrest if they can't make it. Attempts by men to reschedule court hearings are automatically denied, showcasing a biased system that targets men. It seems everything they do is to target men in Maine. The poor are systematically victimized, with their wealth consistently funneled to members of the good old boys club. The cycle of struggle and survival perpetuates, leaving the poor paying repeatedly without any improvement in their circumstances. This is where lawyers like Jeff Toothaker, masters of pulling the wool over your eyes, are very valuable revenue generation, and is exactly why Jeff has a Rolls Royce, being a court-appointed lawyer with the highest conviction rate in the entire county. Would you like to know how crooked and kangaroo these people really are? The Ellsworth American website, which are run by the local kangaroo court and their despicable staff. They have redesigned their website. Despicable Maine caused multiple Maine counties to delete the public jail roster. They did this because Despicable Maine has sent people educational materials in their for-profit jails, and that is a direct conflict of interest. They are intentionally trying to keep Despicable Maine from finding this public information and sending inmates paperwork explaining their misconduct. This is how despicable these people really are, by redesigning their websites to omit these public articles and information. It is absolute proof they are concerned of the inmates being educated about crooked lawyers and how their kangaroo courts really operate. Today, many Maine newspapers do not want people looking at their website anymore. Despicable Maine is why they updated their websites. They want to keep their misconduct hidden from those who know the truth and can help do something about it. If you know of anyone sitting in their for-profit jails, send the bar complaint forms with common violations to look out for. If you do this, the inmate may just be treated more fairly than by not sending them paperwork. One thing is for certain is they do not want a bar complaint form in their jails. These people are total crooks, with a majority of them, including district attorneys and judges. In a just world, they should be in prison for the rest of their life. Their out-of-control ethical violations against their fellow man for financial gain is despicable. If you are sick of being trampled on, take action against them. And do not stop until they are no longer members of the elite state bar. If you take action against them and it results in disciplinary action, they will likely leave you alone and want nothing to do with you again. So show your appreciation for Jeff Toothaker by taking steps to disbar him and every other court-appointed attorney in 2024. Help end these attorneys' despicable misconduct. If you found this video report informative, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more insights and despicable tactics used by Despicable Maine. I am Tiffany Drake. Until next time, help disbar Jeff Toothaker in 2024. This attorney is totally despicable.